What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to 2021. This is the first commentary I'm recording in the year 2021 because, yesterday's video was not in 2021. It was still in 2020. So hope you guys had a happy new year. Hope you guys are safe and healthy. COVID's still around. Just because it's a new year does not mean that COVID is gone, contrary to whatever you might see on Instagram and Twitter. But anyway, let's talk about Call of Duty. Let's talk about Activision because I love talking about them because they are always clowning. Yesterday I talked about Warzone Rebirth Island rather, and how Activision was, and specifically Infinity Ward, was just clowning on people, just removing popular fan favorite playlists for no reason. And the response from that video was really positive in terms of a lot of people agreed. A lot of people liked, trios and the fact that you can respawn and stuff like that. A lot of people enjoyed that and they had to take it out for some reason, right? They just had to take it out because we can't have anything fun in Call of Duty anymore. Well, specifically in Modern Warfare, anything that's fun, you got to take out, or you got to nerf, or you got to remove somehow. Just everything, okay? You just can't have fun in that game. It's not allowed, all right? Take it up with Joseph. But anyway, today's video is going to be about Activision forcing us to, in a way, buy Cold War. And they're not sticking a gun to your head and being like, hey, you have to buy this game or else you're never allowed to talk to us or never allowed to buy any other game or anything like that. No, but in a way, and I'll describe it to you guys in a very succinct, very specific way, they're forcing us to buy Black Ops Cold War. Even if you're just a Warzone player, even if you're just like a Modern Warfare player, well, not necessarily Modern Warfare, but Warzone players are being forced to buy Cold War. And it's pretty simple and self-explanatory, but I do want to get into that. Before I do, just want to give you guys a reminder to subscribe and leave a like on the video if you have not already. All that stuff helps me out. I have a goal of 10K by the end of the year. Hopefully we can hit that. I don't know if we can hit that sooner, or I don't know. That'd be cool, but that's the goal for now. So 10K by the end of the year, by the end of 2021, that's the goal. The gameplay you're watching, you probably noticed by now, is the AUG on Moscow, and I think I'm starting off pretty mediocre. I think I'm going like a 1 KD starting off, but I do end decent. I think I go like 35 and like 16-ish, something like that. So this was a long time ago. I believe this is hardcore Dom on Moscow. The AUG is still, this was when it was, bonkers OP, so, you're not going to be able to do as well with it anymore, but it's still a good, pretty viable weapon, and, that's what I want to talk about. Weapons in Warzone. Let's talk about that. So if you didn't know, Black Ops Cold War weapons are basically implemented into Call of Duty Warzone now, right? With the implementation of Cold War as a game, and with the Season 1 update, they have now added all of the guns from, all the ARs, SMGs, pistols, subs, everything, everything has been added. I think I said subs twice, but everything has been added into Warzone for you to use, even if you don't have Black Ops Cold War. So the question now becomes, how is Activision forcing us to buy Cold War if we don't have it already, if we're just a Warzone only player? And the answer is very simple. You make Cold War weapons extremely good, extremely viable, to the point where a majority of them are now the meta in Warzone. And so when you have that, guess what? If you don't have that gun, you got to buy the game to level up that gun and, to get that gun faster. The main reason for this is because you can't really level it up that fast using floor loot. You can't use Cold War weapons in Modern Warfare, like the game itself, Modern Warfare. So what are you going to do instead? You have to buy Cold War. You have to buy it. You have to play it, and thus increasing their playtime, their, revenue sales for Black Ops Cold War. Maybe, people who were just trying not to buy Cold War, maybe they just want to stick with the Grau or the M4 or something. And don't get me wrong, I haven't played a lot of Warzone since Cold War came out. Maybe you can stick with those, but at the end of the day, it's just easier to use a DMR. It's easier to use dual Dumatis or Diamatis until they get nerfed, right? So they're gonna wait until, these guns are completely nerfed to the ground when, they get the most Cold War sales that they possibly can. And in my opinion, and as you guys know and, can guess, this is a very scumbag move. This is very scummy. This is very like, hey, spend money here and then we'll nerf it and then you get nothing back, or, just you can't use these anymore. Now, it's a difficult balance, right? You want to get people to buy Cold War. You want to use Cold War weapons. If you have the same Modern Warfare meta from before Cold War came out, then people complain that, oh, hey, you didn't really do anything new, right? Nothing's new in the game. The issue I'm having is not that, they're trying to make Cold War weapons viable. It's that they're only making Cold War weapons viable. You know what I mean? Like, I think when the game first came out, when Cold War weapons were first implemented into Warzone, I think I remember the M16 was like ridiculously bonkers OP, better than like everything else in the game. Right now, the DMR is better than everything in the game. Diamatis are like super good up close. Like, it's just the MAC-10 is also good. Like, there's so many just really good weapons straight out of Cold War, taken and moved into Warzone. And basically, if you're a player who doesn't own Black Ops Cold War, you're straight out of luck. You're in trouble. You can't do as well, and there's nothing you can do to keep up. You're gonna get outgunned if you use a Modern Warfare M4 or a Modern Warfare, I don't know, a Grau or something like that. Like, even though theirs are good guns, you still could easily get outgunned based on these Cold War weapons. And again, I'm not someone who plays a ton of Warzone right now. This is all just from hearsay, Reddit articles, Twitter articles. So, if you disagree or something, like, don't come at me. I'm just saying, like, this is what I've heard. I'm fully admitting it. But the fact that this is the case, the fact that people are saying this, makes me believe, yeah, maybe there's some prudence, there's some credence to it. Like, it's probably at least partially true, if not completely true. And another reason why I, more so believe this is because Activision / Modern Warfare has done this before. You remember, like, back in the when the Season 1 DLC came out, the Grau came out, that was, really good for Warzone. The Bruin, another DLC weapon's really good for Warzone. Keep in mind, Warzone is a free-to-play game. People don't have, Modern Warfare and they play Warzone, right? That's what's one of the beautiful things about Warzone, is that it's free-to-play. One of the negative things about that is that it's forcing people to use or, spend their in-game money, or their real-life money, rather, not in-game money. People are forced to spend their real-life money on Modern Warfare, even if they don't want to, right? They have to pay for the game to level up the Grau faster, to level up the Bruin faster, shotguns, fire shotguns, like everything like that. Like, if you're just a free-to-play Warzone player, Warzone is super reliant on loadouts. You guys know this, right? You have to have a good loadout. You have to use the best class setup in the loadout. You can't go picking your own thing. You have to use the same attachments, monolithic suppressor, 60 round mag, I forget what else, compressor or something like that. Like, you have to use the exact same attachments, the exact same guns as everybody else. There was a period, and I remember in Warzone, there was a period of time where you would be shocked if you didn't see a Grau. Like, if you didn't get lasered by a Grau, you were shocked. Like, you would do a backflip, that you were that surprised, because everybody was using it. Like, I get that there's a meta. Okay, I understand the fact that games are going to have metas. More so, my issue is these quote-unquote pay-to-win mechanics. Not pay-to-win in terms of like, hey, you pay for this gun, but you pay for the game to do better in a free-to-play game. Remember, Warzone is free-to-play, and you have to pay for Modern Warfare back in the day. You have to pay for Cold War now to do well, to do better. It's not the case where, if you just wanted to use like a Bison off the ground, you're going to do just as well. Like, yes, you could, but like, I don't know. It's just like, it doesn't work the same. You can't have that. So of course you're going to be beneficial if you play more, if you own the game, and that makes sense. You want to be rewarded, but you don't want to force a meta because of, guns that not everyone has. And that's just, I don't know. It's a tricky situation. I get that as a company, they want to make money, but in its current state, I do think Activision is leaning towards the scumbag way. And, like I said, based on the track record of the whole Modern Warfare weapons, the Bruin, the Grau, all these, broken DLC weapons, it's just, it looks the way that, like, yeah, they're trying to get the sales, they're trying to boost their sales. Mix that in with the whole like 33% off on Cold War, like a month or two after it comes out, and the fact that Google Reviews has Cold War at like a 2.2, yeah, it's not looking good for Cold War right now. I think we can all agree on that, and I think they know that. I think they have to know that. They being Activision, they have to know that they have to try to boost some way of getting sales, getting playtime, and I think I honestly think Warzone's a good way to do it. Warzone, there's a lot of free-to-play players. It's a big market out there for potential people to buy your game, and why not exploit that? Why not say, hey, you want to do better in this free-to-play game? Buy this game, buy this full-price game, and you'll do better because you'll have better guns, better resources, a better class eventually. You'll learn how to use the gun better and all that stuff. And it's just like, it is what it is. Yes, it's scummy. Yes, it's also for marketing / it's a business. I don't know how to feel about it, If I honestly had to pick, I would say it's more scumbag than business, than they need to be. That's a better way to put it. It's more scumbag, it's more greedy than they need to be. Like, yes, every business needs to have a certain level of greed in them. Obviously they have to generate revenue for their shareholders and stuff like that. Like, I get that, I understand how businesses work, how, marketing works, stuff like that. But for me personally, I think it's to a higher level than it needs to be. But that's my opinion. I definitely want to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I know I rambled on a lot in this video, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the background music. Let me know your thoughts on the background music. I'm just experimenting for now. We'll see if it sticks or not. I don't know if you guys want it, don't want it, But hopefully you enjoyed the video nonetheless. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, okay? That stuff really helps me out. Like I said, we're trying to hit 10K by the end of the year. And, you know, just go ahead and join the Discord, Twitter, Twitch. Links to everything in that will be in the description down below as well. With all that being said, once again, I hope you had a happy new year. Hope you're spending time with family and friends, and hope you're having fun in life, or, you know, just making your way on by in life. So that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.